Hello. We got Eyehategod on tonight, alright? That's the name of the band, it's not my personal beliefs, alright? So do not strike me down. We got 14 tracks. Arguably an underrated band, or at least we're going to find out whether they are or aren't. Because as far as what I've heard of this band, there's potential for it to be up my street. Grungy, sludgy, hardcore punk infused music. That's what I've been told. The idea of having riffs and hardcore punk entwine is something I am going to find very interesting. Partly these dudes were crackheads as well, to be fair with you. I know it might not have been crackers, like jabbing up and all that, but I don't know too much about the band. We're here for the music at the end of the day. Have you ever found that people find it really cool to tell you, like people live vicariously through bands that like have drug problems? So even though the band's not that good, they'll say, "Oh, they were on heavy drugs during that time." What does it matter? What does it matter? I don't find that cool at all. I don't find that cool at all. Depress is the track of song numero 1. Without further ado, let's jump in. I don't know what to expect. So this one goes out to the grungers, the greebos, the metalheads. I'm a little greasy today, people. It fits the theme right. Let's go. King of the Pit TV. Get yourself on a Patreon. Recommend yourself a record for me to listen to. We did Sunny Day Real Estate last night, which was really good. We don't listen to much real riff adjacent music on this channel, so this is nice. Perfect music for mentally ill people like myself, says Basement Dweller 6000. Oh, come on! I'm getting crusty vibes from this though, you know? I'm getting crusty. This is not a metal band. This is a hardcore punk act right about now. Just on a side note, if you want to get into some esoteric vibes and knowledge and understanding, I'd be very surprised if this band has done it through this route. I really do doubt it. But you have to look at the separation between the letter I and the word I, alright? That's some deep occult knowledge right about there. But we don't talk about that on King of the Pit TV. We talk about riffs. What do you call it? Etymology, yeah? They're actually playing this year, December, Glasgow. This is sick. Come on. This is sick. Hard. You know what? It's first time on this channel. Obviously, I know why to do it, but it's the first time in this channel I've heard feedback weaponized in that manner, like actual part of the track. Not that, you know what I mean, or we're bridging in something, we're going to allow feedback to run over the top or this and that. Which actually, listening to such high quality, like metal music on this channel, the producers and the bands don't utilize, or at least the highest of the high, you know what I mean, when a hardcore band essentially sells out and starts like writing songs on a major label and stuff like that, they start taking out the use of feedback on songs. Whereas like these local bands and these independent acts and stuff understand the power of feedback, and that's not to say this band was independent at this time. Or maybe they were. I've seen that Century put this out. I don't know if Century is a subsidiary of a larger major. I don't know, but this is remastered and this was put out by Century Media. I've actually got some information here. Century Media it was acquired by Sony Music. I don't know when it got acquired by Sony. Yeah, but it did get bought out by a major, so it is now a subsidiary of a major. But what am I trying to say? The use of feedback is incredible, because if you've been to a live event, especially if you're involved in hardcore music, you know the power of feedback. Feedback gets the energy flowing. That high-pitched squeal it can be used incredibly well, and it's nice to hear it utilized on a record, because it seems as if these producers go out of their way to remove it, or the songwriting becomes so full and consistent that they rid of the feedback and get rid of the usage of that. But it's a powerful tool, especially in a band like this, because it showcases the amount of gain that we're using on these guitars, and that's the whole point, isn't it? Really, just overt distortion. We've got Man Is Too Ignorant to Exist coming up. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're going to enjoy this one, people. We're really going to enjoy this one. We're going to have some great riffs and some great moments. I already know just from the first track. This one's entitled Man Is Too Ignorant to Exist. We're listening to the remastered In the Name of the Suffering. Well, that's what they've titled it, In the Name of the Suffering. And that's from Eyehategod, the actual official page. But the album cover actually is called In the Name of Suffering. So what's the right one? You tell me. Let's go. Track 2. This band is sick, man. You know what? Normally, I would like sludge and doom and stoner and riff-based music. I've not touched it too much, but I'm normally a bit distant from it, because it's not. I want to hear energy and speed, and I want to hear a punk rock vibration. And for these dudes to come here and infuse this sound with this sort of punk rock identity, in my personal opinion, this song's 2 minutes 38, for crying out loud. That is really up my street, man. It's such a great attitude to the sound, man. Because they do it well. These riffs are really good. Kisora says, I think I found the best metal genre right here. I am Code Monkey says, so scary sounding yet somehow soothing, like most doom metal is for me. 6 replies. Who's to say that someone's correcting him on the genre in them responses? This is Nola sludge laughing emoji. But let's not get caught up in semantics. You just did, mate. You just did get caught up in semantics. It's heavy as an M effort and originates from Sabbath. I think we can all agree on that. And Beavis Official says sludge is seen as a doom subgenre. It's like doom but on meth. Sludge is doom mixed with hardcore, says the Menace. Yeah, call it doom. Who cares, man? It might as well be. This project is recorded really well as well. It's got a great sound to the record. I know this is the remaster though. Maybe the original sounded even better, you never know. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Come on. It was an alright tune. It was an alright tune. It wasn't as good as the first track, that's for sure. It wasn't as good as Depress, but it was alright. I felt like they should have just flown that fast riff just into it instead of stopping and starting again. It just sounded like, you know, one riff just put one riff, one riff, one riff instead of it being fluid and consistent, and that was a bit jarring, but hey, haters are gonna hate. We've got Shinobi coming up next, alright? I'll see you there. Yes, now bless. Now don't forget rest now, people. There's Rocksteady. You're getting a little bit of knee in the action. I'm wearing shorts, don't worry, but just so I don't scare you, I'll pop that back up. Get back, Shadrach. Where are we going from here? Shinobi is the title of this one. Alright, we're listening to Eyehategod, and this is track 3 of 14. Let's go. I wonder what they sound like nowadays. Darth Haggis says, how much feedback from each song can they add? Ridiculously stupid. I wonder if he says ridiculously stupid in actually a negative way. Dragonaut says, needs more feedback. I like the feedback. The feedback gives it honesty, you know? I mean, as far as what little I know of this style of music, let me just tell you, as a guitarist and as somebody who appreciates a good riff, the guitar tones and the way this record is produced is actually perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Because sometimes you'll just hear these basic doom riffs and you'll just be like, alright, you're just playing it slow and, you know, trying to be Sabbath in this way or that way. But these dudes have come together and I'm not, you know what I mean? The actual tone and creaminess of that guitar, the actual low end and the fuzz of that guitar, to me, just overwrites any riff they could actually ever write because it just sounds so good to my ears. It sounds so good. It's heavy as hell, man. It sounds like this is what... When did this record get put out? When did this record get put out? This was put out in 92. When was No Gods, No Masters come out? Because it sounds like this is what Choking Victim were trying to do in that tongue-in-cheek death metal style of way on that No Gods, No Masters record. They didn't pull it off. That was the worst part of that Choking Victim record. Fucking sick. Hard. It dragged a little, I'm not going to lie to you. you know, I needed something to freshen that track up a little bit. It was a long one for a Doom track for me. We got Pigs coming up next, alright? Let me clear my throat and we'll jump straight in. Yes now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now, people. Eyehategod is who we are listening to. And the record is In the Name of Suffering. This one's entitled Pigs. It's track number 4 of 14. Let's go. We got bonus tracks on this. Yeah, we got bonus tracks. The original recording had 10 songs. We're bluesy on this. Bum bum. I'm going to give you a bonus riff at the end of this, alright? Because I've got something I want to show you, Eyehategod fans. I've got something I want to show you. When it kicked out and it was just the one riff there, that was crushing. That was probably my favourite part of the record so far. But with that being said, I want to show you what it reminded me of and what may have directly influenced what I'm going to show you now. We had a great band from the UK. It changed frontmen and it sort of just was never the same from here on. But we had a great hardcore band which, you know, utilised the doom in a hardcore fashion, such as Eyehategod, but they did it in their own way. And I want to show you a good riff, one of the most ignorant riffs of all time. I'll be with you in 1 second with that. Alright, yo, we're here. So this track's entitled Trapdoors Moving Walls. It's from a band that was from Wales. They played here quite frequently. They were a fantastic band, arguably underrated in this day and age, or at least this era of the band. But they did have a great... It used to get ignorant, man. People used to mosh hard initially before they like really took off. So, hold on. I just got sidetracked by... So they did the final tour 1 year ago, but it was with a different frontman, so not too fussed on that. But this riff, it used to kick off, man. It used to kick off. People were treating this like a beatdown act. the whole place just explodes. Great band, great record. So that was a little bonus riff here. That was off of the album Root of All Evil. I think that got put out in 2010, maybe. I think it was 2010. Band was Brutality Will Prevail. Yeah, really good act. And on that, we're going to move on. We got Run It Into the Ground, which is track number 5, alright? Yes, now bless. Now don't forget the rest. Now there's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Eyehategod. This is track 5 of 14 entitled Run It Into the Ground, alright? Oh, I like that. We jumped into that. Bro, man, seeing these dudes in an intimate venue back then, few too many drinks, sipping on a tinny, you'd have the time of your life, man. You would have the time of your life. I'd have a smile on my face throughout the entirety of this. Darth Haggis is complaining again. Should have named themselves Feedback since every effing song has it. Someone said going through the effort to hate on the band in every song's comments, like, why, bro? It's just music. Bro, this guy's a fan. This guy's a fan. He's following every single song. He's listening. He's enticed by the band. Yes! Come on! That was ignorant. That was so good. This was the best track on the record so far. This was the best track on the record. Quality. 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 This band is good, man. Yo, I've had so many good requests on the Patreon as of recent. I've been listening to so much good music, man. And then to just throw this on a whim and just to keep the momentum moving. Bro, I've been listening to so much good music. Whoa. I mean, that track, the way we just jumped into that declining tempo, I thought, especially with the title Run It Into the Ground, I thought they would just continuously do that till the end of the track, just kill off that speed till it's just utter, just one chug feedback death. This is really good. We got God Song coming up next. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, arguably having the time of my life listening to this record. This is God's Song. Let's jump in.
Reality is death. And then they hang it on a cross and kneel down and pray to it. That's the only thing that's not an act. The only thing that makes reality is death. And then they hang it on a
I'm
cross
Jesus Christ, whether you accept it or not, I don't care.
Kneel down and pray to it. That's the only thing
That's
not an
hard.
act. The only thing that makes reality is death. And then they hang it on a cross and kneel down and pray to it.
The Charles Manson sample. Somebody says, with a name like Eyehategod, why do I get the impression that the artist has at one point worn a fedora or trilby and thought about transitioning? I think this guy's got the wrong market. I think this guy's got the wrong market to be saying something like that. We got 5 responses. This band was way before any of that stuff. No, just no. Brilliant stereotyping there. Congrats. I mean, I do agree as far as the title of the band. I don't like to say it. Not that I'm a religious person, but you know, I don't like to. You know, I don't want to proclaim that I do hate the powers that be, just out of respect for the unknown, you know. And you know, as far as like going against the rules of nature, there is some disagreement with you know, God in the biblical sense at least. So I can see him making the correlation there in the comments, even though that was ill-advised, you know. I can't see these dudes wearing trilbies at the very least.
Whether you want to accept it or not, I don't care. One thing that makes I killed everybody since day one. I murdered them all. I'm God and I've killed everybody. Now what? I don't care about your society. The public's a bunch of assholes. I don't care about your society. The public's a bunch of assholes.
Well, well, well. Oh. Oh.
I chopped up 9 hogs. I chopped up 9 hogs. I chopped up 9 hogs, and I'm going to chop up some more of you.
I want to play bass in this band, man. This is one of the best bands I've ever heard, or at least one of the best records I've ever heard. This is sick, man. This is so good that it's changing my mind on slow music. I don't like slow music. I like fast music, and this band is just like, yeah, so be it. This is sick. Let's keep on moving. Children of God coming up next. Yes, now, bless now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to In the Name of the Suffering, alright? Children of God is the title of this track. 7 of 14, let's go. Worst track on the record. It was, the riffs weren't great. Nothing really sold that one to me. But that's not let us down. We've got Left to Starve coming up next. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. We're listening to In the Name of the Suffering, or In the Name of Suffering. You tell me which one it is. We've got two separate titles here, as put out by the actual band. Left to Starve is track number 8 of 14. Let's go. That was Left to Starve. Not a bad tune. Not a bad tune. I had me questioning. I assume this would be a 4-piece band. Am I right in saying that? It doesn't sound like it's a 5-piece. I know we have a lead guitar popping every once in a while, but I don't think this sounds like a 5-piece at all. Let's keep moving, yeah. There's Rocksteady. In the Name of the Suffering is the album by Eyehategod, which we are listening to. This is track 9 of, we're going to call it 9 out of 10 because it seems the bonus tracks are just demo variations of songs we've already heard. So this one's Hostility Dose. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, we're gonna be grooving. We're gonna be grooving. We're gonna be grooving. Here we go. Come on. No, we're not. No. No. We should have been grooving out there. Come on. It's not too late. It's not too late. That was Hostility Dose. Not a bad tune. Not a bad tune. Somebody said in the comment section, probably their fastest song. I don't know where he got that idea from. He's obviously not been listening through to the record. You know what I mean? I want to hear another punk beat. I think when they kick into that punk, it's so good. I think it's so good. Let's finish this record off. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Signing in and signing out, at least on the record. So this is the last track of In the Name of the Suffering. We've been listening to the remastered 2007 version. I'm not complaining. It's been good. It's had a good sound to it. And without... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but this one's entitled Hit a Girl. Let's go. Let's finish this record. Come on. Yes. Whoa. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Better, better, better. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good cadence there at the end. I was actually quite surprised we'd have a finalised perfect cadence on the end of this record. I didn't think these dudes would do that, and I'm pleased with that. That was an alright tune. It was a good tune to finish on. A little bit longer than some of the others. Throwing a little punk rock in there at the end. That pleased me. That's what I wanted to hear. So that was an alright tune. I got one more, I got two more videos. I'm gonna rate this out of 10. And I'm going to give you my final overview of this record, and then from there I'm going to have a little dig on some background information on this record. So if you want to join me, please feel free to do so. Let's keep it moving. Come on. Yo, yes, now, bless, now, don't forget the rest. Now, there's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I got a review for you, yeah? A little overview of this record we just listened. So we listened to all 10 tracks on the debut LP by the band entitled Eyehategod. You tell me what the title of this record is, because the official playlist by the band is entitled In the Name of the Suffering, whereas the album artwork shows In the Name of Suffering. So I don't know which one's which. You tell me what the proper title of this record is. With that being said, this was cool, and it was a change from the norm of what I normally listen to, right? So on this channel we listen to a lot of thrash, we listen to a lot of death metal, we listen to a lot of punk rock music, we listen to hardcore when we can do, when we find something which is adequate, you know, content wise, because we don't want to be listening to 1 minute long songs and trying to break that up. That's just, you don't get your bang for your buck, do you really? So this was a change from the norm, because I don't necessarily delve into the world of doom or stoner or sludge or anything in between, and that's me outside of this channel as well. Like, I just generally don't touch the stuff because my attention span doesn't allow it. So with that being said, these dudes coming with these heavy riffs and these great sounds and composing them in songs of lengths of 2 minutes 44, 3 minutes on the dot, 2 minutes 38. Wow, that is exactly what I need. There's a lot of qualities this band has that I've not found anywhere else that really appeal to me. So doom, stoner, sludge, whatever you want to call the genres, like in these low tempos, low and slow and long, that's like most of the stuff that turns me off of music. I want fast, upbeat, energetic. Higher register is not a problem. I'd rather a higher register or upper tempo than a lower register upper tempo generally. I think it goes hand in hand. These high frequencies and just great registers, it wakes you up, you know. So I'm generally turned off by bands that do the opposite. Now, I'm turned off of metal bands that do that. This isn't a metal band. This is a bloody punk rock band. There's such a great attitude to this record. And we delve into the punk rock soundscape quite frequently on this record. And that punk rock frequency is a great showcase of how much of a punk band they actually are, because, bruh, when the hardcore bits kick in, it's real as hell. You know what I mean? It is real. It might be a few power chords, but the approach to it, the drumming to it, the timing, and just the way this is applied is hardcore, man. The way they break down the riffs, where they break down the instrumental and they bring it all in, it ticks every single box. It's not like we're preparing for what could come. It's just like, I've got faith that these guys are going to come in on a beat or a rhythm or a riff that touches me, because they come from the same background. They've obviously got the same influences and come from a circuit which I exist in, and that's hardcore punk, and you can hear that through the music, and it's absolutely brilliant. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not, because you can hear the organic punk rock in the music, regardless of what tempo they play at, regardless of what their guitars are tuned to. This was really good. This was really good record. It didn't outstay its welcome. Could I listen to this stuff all the time? No. You know, because at the end of the day, it still is low and slow riffing. I can only listen to so much of it. Some riffs were better than others. You know, I find in this genre, or these genres, bands try and pull it off purely down to it being heavy and slow, and sort of take away a little bit of the quality of the actual riff, like focus a little less on how good the actual riff is, and sort of substitute it with just the fact that it's like low. But this band has got a lot of quality riffs, a lot of quality moments. I'll pull this in. We've got a bit of background noise out there. Sorry about that, people. And yeah, with that being said, I was very pleased. We listened to the remaster, but remaster or not, the production on this record, the way the instrumental was, the way it was recorded, and the atmosphere of this record, it was pristine. It really suited the band. The guitar tone was fantastic. It was so easy to listen to, although being harsh. People might disagree with the feedback. I can see why you would, but I love the feedback, and it's symbolic of the music we are listening to. It's aggressively distorted. Guitars ramped up to their max, blow your head off with this audio assault, and that's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I like. You go to a live event, you're gonna hear feedback. That's the way it is. And yeah, if I'm gonna rate this record, I've been giving good ratings out, like, since the past few days. I've been listening to so much good music. I'm gonna give this record an 8.5. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I ain't gone that high ever. Well, I have done, but not in a long time. All right, not in a long time. 8.5, 8.5, and I'm happy to give it that. Am I gonna return to this record? Oh, maybe not the record as a whole, but there's a couple of good moments on here. Decent pair of headphones on, decent pair of earbuds in, or whatever your flavour. Yeah, I could come back to this one. I could listen through more. I could continue on through the discography. So, with that being said, that's a great response from me. We're going to go on the Wikipedia now and find some information out on this band, and I'll see you there, people, alright? Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. It's Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We just listened to In the Name of Suffering, which was by the band Eyehategod. It's got one of my highest ratings. I really enjoyed the experience. It was fantastic. And now we're going to do a little bit of learning, or as far as what Wikipedia will tell us. So, you know, there might be some incorrect information. You just correct me if I'm wrong, alright? Well, it's not about me being wrong, it's about Wikipedia being wrong, let's be real. So, In the Name of Suffering is the debut album by American sludge metal band Eyehategod. It was initially released in 90 through French independent label Intellectual Convulsion and reissued in 92 by Century Media. Cool, so it was released in 1990. Wow. Background and recording. Well, let's have a little deek of some factoids here. So, We've got 2 release dates, 1990 and 92. I wonder what changed in regards to the re-release. I wonder if Century Media added anything additional. I can also see why they didn't use the actual the original album artwork in the YouTube video. The studio, Festival Studios in Louisiana. Genre, sludge metal. 35 minutes long is the length, which is the right amount of time for a record such as, well, I say for a record such as this, most people would want longer, right, if they like their riffs, but for me, that was perfect. So the background and recording, the band was formed in 88 and recorded 2 demos, Garden Dwarf, Woman Driver and Lack of Almost Everything, released in the years 89 and 90 respectively. Originally, the band did not take themselves seriously and only formed to rebel against what they called a norm of underground music at the time. Cool. The album was recorded and produced by the band themselves at Festival Studios. Wow, they produced it themselves for about $1,000. Very cool, very cool. The album was originally released by French label Intellectual Convulsion, but only around 1.5 to 2,000 CD and vinyl copies were pressed before the label had to shut down due to financial difficulties. The group would later be signed onto Century Media, who re-released the album with new artwork. In 2004, Eyehategod Records repressed the album on vinyl, 1,000 copies total, 300 green marbled, 700 black. In 2006, as a part of Century Media's 20th anniversary, the album was reissued with the original cover art and the entirety of the band's 1990 demo, Lack of Almost Everything, as bonus tracks. The same exact demo recordings also appeared on the band's 2001 live album, 10 Years of Abuse and Still Broke. The year 2008 saw Eyehategod Records again reissuing the album on vinyl, this time as a double disc LP set with the first disc being composed of the album itself and the second disc being made up of the same 4 bonus lack of blah 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 blah. In 2015, the album, along with Take As Needed for Pain, which was another album they did, was repressed on vinyl through Century Media. This 2015 pressing was made available on black, white, and blah blah. Who cares about the pressings, man? I honestly do not give a flying heck. Reception. Since its initial release, In the Name of Suffering has received praise for its rough style and is seen as one of the first as well as one of the most important sludge metal albums of the 90s. Heavy metal website hellbound.ca mentioned how In the Name of Suffering, along with its follow-up, Take As Needed for Pain, created the framework for one of the most interesting yet disturbing bands around. Interesting, most definite. Yeah, most definite. In William York's review of the album for All Music, he states, later Eyehategod albums have more memorable songs, but In the Name of Suffering arguably captures the band's compelling ugliness in its most raw state. Professional ratings, All Music gave it 3 out of 5, Collector's Guide to Heavy Metal gave it 6 out of 10, and the Encyclopedia of Popular Music gave it 2 out of 5. So it goes to show how subjective all of this is, because this was one of my favourite listens as of recent. Yeah, the 2006 reissue we had on has demos, but we didn't listen to the demos. We weren't too fussed on them. We just listened to studio recordings. So this has been re-released so much time, and let's finish off with some credits, yeah? We've got Mike Williams on vocals, Mark Schultz on lead guitar, Jimmy Bower on rhythm guitar, Steve Dale on bass, and Joe LeCaze on drums. So I was questioning as to whether this would be a 4-piece or not. Arguably a band like this, the frontman could just pick up a guitar and just, you know what I mean? It's relatively simple music in it, but here we are, it's a 5-piece. And with that being said, that was a little couple of factoids. If you want me to check out more Eyehategod, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. And on that note, I'm signing out. Peace.